Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite pro motocross tracks. Basically I'm going to be counting down the best motocross tracks in pro motocross in that series. So yeah, we just finished up the 2022 pro motocross season just a little bit ago, and it was a great season, but I saw some debates online and I wanted to talk about it here. I feel like this would be a very interesting video, so let's get to it. I'm gonna be talking about some of my favorite pro motocross tracks and basically counting down my top 3. No fancy editing here because I don't have the skills to do that. Anyway, I'm just gonna, you saw, basically in the at the end of this video, go down below and comment your favorite track on the schedule. I feel like these are the 3 tracks that everyone talks about as being their favorites. I don't think this is gonna shock anyone. Now, disclaimer here, I have only been to one of these 3 tracks in my lifetime, so maybe, and my number 1 pick, actually, it's not because I've been to this track, because my number 1 pick, I have been to this track. Before, actually, I went to the National there, 2022, so I'm not biased because it's the only track I've been to. It's just been my favorite for a long time. So coming in at number 3 for me is going to be Budds Creek. Budds Creek, 3rd favorite here. Budds is a good track there. A lot of history to it. Obviously hosting a Motocross of Nations, and being the place where people discovered the Bubba Scrub, and there's just been some really good racing over the years. Like this year, Budds Creek National was wild, absolutely wild. So yeah, Budds Creek is just one of those races I just do not miss. And definitely want to go this track one year. That'd be cool, because apparently, and if I'm wrong about this, please correct me in the comments, but I believe Budds Creek is 30 minutes away from Washington D.C. and all that. So me being a big history buff would love to do a trip down there, go to the National, and then go see all the White House and American history stuff. So yeah, that's my 3rd pick. My 2nd pick is Redbud. Of course, how can you not have Redbud in your top 3? Even though it might not be your favorite, you at least have to have it in your top 3. That place is wild. It's gonna host the Motocross Nations here in a few weeks. That place is just wild. It's a really good track. Once again, I have not been to the National there. But yeah, Redbud is just one of those tracks that it's really dope. I really do enjoy that track and would love to go to Motocross Nations this year. Probably won't end up going. I almost got an invite, or it sounds like I have an invite, but I probably won't go through on that. Just because it's so short notice. Anyway, that is my 2nd pick. And there are some honorable mentions on this list. Like I said, this is going to be a quick video, so I'm not wasting your guys' time. But honorable mentions, I have to put Paula in there. I just have to put Paula in there. I'm going with current tracks, not past tracks. So I'm going with current tracks. I have to put Paula in there. Paula is my local race. It's the one I go to every year at least once. In the past, since 2020, I've only missed one of the Paula Nationals, which was the first round of 2021. That's the only one I've missed since 2020. And yeah, so Paula would be an honorable mention. Ironman's an honorable mention because that track's really cool too. What else? High Point's an honorable mention. Thunder Valley's an honorable mention because it is in my favorite state of all time. What else is on the schedule? Washougal. Washougal is actually one of my least favorites. Yeah, shocking. I know. But I'm riding, this brings us to number one. I'm riding on it. Millville, I think by no surprise to a lot of people, Millville is my favorite track on the national schedule. This track is just so cool. This is actually the only track in the top 3 that I've been to in my life. I went to the national there this year in 2020, and it was a really cool track. The hills here are gnarly. The hills are gnarly. So if you haven't been to Millville, that's one thing that's gonna shock you. Just, I think the elevation in general of like the whole track, because we watch here on the broadcast, like for instance, the catapult, this jump right here. This thing is huge. Like it like 2000, I feel like after 2011, this place, or that jump, after Chad had that big crash, that jump got smaller. I think it did, but it's still massive. It's still massive, absolutely huge. So yeah, the catapult's massive. Mount Martin, I'm sure I can walk up it, but boy, that place is that hill is huge. Coming down there too, like, I don't know how these guys are fully on the gas coming down. I don't know how these guys are fully on the gas coming down that hill. That is insane. These sections are pretty cool. They're steep too. This section right here, it changed a little bit for 2022. I know this section did. Oh, look at that wheelie up the hill. But yeah, this is steep too. This thing is ginormous. This hill right here, absolutely ginormous. Like, this game doesn't do it justice. This, I don't think the finish line is a triple. I believe this Millville is based on 2019. But yeah, this first turn complex is massive. Like, it's basically a hill. Like, it's basically one of the Paula Hill, like the hills at Fox Raceway. That's basically the first turn here. It is massive. When I went, I didn't get to go down in these sand rollers. That's one thing I should have done. I didn't get to go back in these sand rollers, so that was a bummer. That's one thing. That's the only thing I regret not doing here. But yeah, this track is huge, and it's a lot different in person. Like, I'm sure Redbud will shock me in person. Dude, if the catapult was as big as if the catapult was this big, I can't even imagine Luraco's Leap. Luraco's Leap is probably huge. Massive. So yeah, I'm going to tour this facility a little bit, give you guys the insight on it, because it is more than what you see on TV. And I'm going to show you as much as I can of it. So right here would be the podium, and then this tunnel exists right here. Ooh, we're going first person. This tunnel exists. I was fortunate. Oh boy, where am I going? I'm going towards the TV compound. Okay. I was fortunate to and then when they had the podium in 2020, it was back here. Cause I know they had the podium for people. This all is here. This bridge is here too. So this bridge right here would be, I'm going out of bounds. Oh boy. So that bridge is basically the entrance to the track right here. And then all of this would be merchandise stuff. And then I think Spring Creek, like the actual track, so the Martin family would actually sell like first class passes to watch from there. I was fortunate enough to watch the race from here. This tower right here. So this is the announcer's tower. This is the announcer's tower, and I was fortunate enough to watch the race from here. And then there's a first class area on the other side of the track that we'll go visit. Oh my god, what am I... There we go. Okay. So then you would walk down here. Yeah. This big bridge right there would lead to the paddock area. That bridge is there in real life. This is behind the start gate. I thought so. Okay. That's the announcer's tower, that big flag. I don't remember if that's there or not. Sorry. Alright, let's get back. Let's get back over that hill right there. I think I could jump over this. Yeah, pretty easily. Okay, this hill right here. I know I saw this on the map, but there is a big first class area over here too. That overlooks the track, and yeah. I know that. And then our first class area, so let's go under the finish line here. Our first class area, first class zone is what they call it, was over here on this side of the track. So this was my view, some of the race too. They set up something here. And yeah, I believe these stands are here. This hill is so much bigger in real life. And then this would be all vendors, food vendors, all that stuff. So yeah, it's a really impressive facility. And then this is where normal fans would go, under these tunnels. So yeah, this track is pretty impressive in real life. If you get an opportunity to go to Millville in your lifetime, don't pass up that opportunity. Like, if I get an opportunity to go to Redbud in my lifetime, I'm not gonna pass up that opportunity. So yeah, let me ride one more lap of this track and just talk a little bit. I'm gonna talk quickly about MX Nations here, because we have not really more news, but I have some more predictions on it. Talking to some people and watching Marvin ride Paula. So earlier, I think it was my Bud's Creek recap video, I talked about how Team France has no shot. And you know what? After watching Marvin ride at Paula, race at Paula, I think they had a shot this year. Unfortunately, some news that came out is that Dylan Ferrandis actually herniated some discs in his back from the Barsha incident in Bud's, and unfortunately is probably going to be out for Destination. That is a big blow right there, because watching Marvin Muscan ride, he's going to do well at Nation, but who the hell is going to be the second 450 guy for France now? Is Marvin gonna race? Are they gonna bring in Vial? I don't think they can change it. Maybe Dylan does ride. So yeah, maybe they bring Gautier Paulin back. I don't think so. But yeah. Other news, kind of. I believe America can win. And another question I want you guys to answer real quick before I get off the video here, so I don't waste your guys' time. If Team Australia wins this year, will the American fans be pumped to see Jet win? That's just the question I have for you guys. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Comment down below what's your favorite national track on the schedule. I did get confirmation there will be 11 rounds next year for Pro Motocross Nationals, not 12. Thank you all so much for watching. My next video should be about the Supercross games, because I have a topic I want to talk about there. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment your favorite national track. See y'all later.